Okay, now we're good. Going back to YouTube one time. Little bit of a discrepancy there between what I was looking at. Okay, I've got the end stream now. We are looking good. Hey, Stevie says Leonardo Baraviera. Hey, Leo. Big day for Francais. Yes. Hey, guys. Welcome Leo in. Leo's welcoming you in. Got Le France in the background. As I say, they're dancing all the way to la finale. Get into that French theme. Morocco. It's going to be a tough day. But can you do the French? Oh, Leonardo Baraviera. Hey, Blaze. Blaze, how you doing, fella? How you doing? Same here, same here, same here. Sing, Stevie, sing. Oh, my sunshine. Yes. Going back onto the other side. And here we are, back in the chat, back in the channel, back where we want to be. Loads of stuff coming. I've got so much lined up throughout this watch-along. I will be dropping images throughout the whole match for you to look at, ponder, and think further. But today, as I say, when you dance in France at this World Cup, you get to dance. But dance is all you're going to do, because France will dance along and show you the exit door. Morocco, are you going to dance today? Or are you going to dance all over La France, les Bleus? Because the French are destined to go to their third final in as many tournaments. Crazy, hey? Crazy. Last year's finalists, Argentina and La France, 3-3, and it goes to penalties. Remember that? Have you forgotten? I hope not. We're in for a massive match. A massive match. I'm really looking forward to this one. Do we have a cat and mouse match? Is it going to be somewhat delayed, somewhat staggered, somewhat pausing, people not knowing where they're going to go? But enjoy that French music, because we do have French fans on this channel, in this family. So pay my respects. I'm going to show you something. Watch this. See, I've been dancing, now I've got to start singing, Leo. Oh, and I've got to get something else. Just a second. One thing to do. Fix the chair. There we go. I'm a big Anelka fan back in the day. You just seen the shirt. And there's only one on there. There's now two. Yes. Hey, hey, Blaze. Hey, hey, hey. Sing, Stevie, sing. I'm going to be singing today. I tell you, I will be singing today. There we go. Like, subscribe. Join the family and get into the chat beautifully. I'm going to go over to the starting lineups here pretty quickly. It's where we always start off. Let's get into the starting lineups. And I say welcome, 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 everybody. This is a slight pre-game, but it's also the watch-along to France taking on Morocco. Number one in the world, France. Yeah, number one. So being number one, you think it's probably quite fitting if they win this. But Morocco, number 6 in the world, has something to say about it. Defensively, I think Morocco stacks up really well in this. Offense, they'll have some forays, but they won't have much. France definitely should dominate this match. I've got some great pictures as we're going through, but right now we're going to take it into the starting lineups. That's what we got for you right away. Let's get into that lineup right now. Take a look at what's on your screen, guys. That's what you got right now. We're going to start with Morocco because I'm a gentleman. Let's say hello to Morocco from North Africa. In net, Bono. Bunu. It's not Bono, it's Bunu, but Bono's on the back of his shirt. Defensive partners, Hakimi and Mazraoui. Definitely going to keep France keep France off the board, I should say, not in this match. Bouadi and Talbi are likewise going to do defensive and moving forward when they get chance. Unahi, Diaz, Issa Diop having a great tournament so far. He needs to stand on his head today. He really does need to stand on his head and maybe be nasty. Be nasty, Morocco. Bring the boots. Bring the attitude. Pull that shirt. Push that back. Get in their face. You got to upset the French. That's an easy way to do it. Be physical. Obviously, moving forward, Kanous, Ayanawi, and Salah Edene. Looking at prospective world champions, La France, in net, Maignan. Decent so far, but can you say he's been tested? I can't. Koundé, Umpancano, Saliba and Dean in defensive duties. Look for Dean going wide, getting the crosses in, and an outside edge. He could be a goal scorer today as well. Always got that deadly shot on him. Dean, Aston Villa fame. Watch for him. I tell you what, he's definitely going to have something to say again. Kone in the middle, Rabiot 31 now, getting to the end of it. Would be time for him to win something. Young man Elise, starting today. Danger man on the wide side. I love what Elise brings into the attack for France. Always exciting to watch. Great ball skill. Great creativity for the likes of Dembele, maybe Doué, and Mbappe, the captain, to get on the end of. So there's your starting lineups coming back on screen straight away, guys. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're thinking. I mean, it's going to be an interesting day. There's no matter what you say. It's going to be a very interesting day. Just a second here. Changing themes, changing scenes. Got a couple of things to talk to you about. Scoreline. In the chat, guys, I'd really love you now to think about your scoreline, okay? Think about the scoreline coming up and what you see. That's what I'd love to cover with you guys next. See what the scoreline is. And also with the scorer, who you think is going to score the first goal for, say, La France, and who's going to score for Morocco. So again, I really want to hear your scores, guys. I'm saying it's 2-0, maybe 2-1. La France could be 3-1. I'm thinking France has got this. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? And also, seeing as how it's going to be a tough old match, do we actually get one of these in play? We're going to get many yellows, but do we get a red card in play today? Big match, a lot riding on it. What do we get today? Interesting. Back into the chat briefly as I go through this. Got more things to show you, more things to tell you. Going to show you a lovely image here pretty soon where you can see what's going on with people and the teams. Down at the bottom, Leonard says, "Oh, solo mio, solo." Yes, a little bit of Dean Martin, eh? I tell you. When you dance down the street with the crowd at your feet, that's amore. We got a crowd at our feet. It's amore. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, sole mio. Yes, oh, sole mio. Do you know what? Funny story. Elvis Presley on stage once, he had a backup singer that had a really high-pitched voice. Oh, mi solo mio. Really high-pitched voice this guy had. And Elvis Presley would get mad at him jokingly. He'd call him a son of a bitch and all sorts of stuff. Jokingly. Because he had such a wonderful high voice. But Elvis loved it. Anyway. Oh, solo mio. We may well push that out. Blaze, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1. There you go. With France winning, it depends on how much Morocco wants it. On the money, Blaze, on the money. It depends how much Morocco wants it. They do want it. But do you get it over the line defending? Because they're going to have to. If they start an offensive match, I'll be very surprised. I think we're in for cat and mouse. And like I say, 2-0, 2-1, 3-1. Blaze, I'm all over that with you. I think absolutely all over that with you. And I think, to be honest with you, that's what we're going to be looking at. Going to hit the dice here pretty soon, so you know what's going on. There's the dice in front of you. Oh, yes. The dice. The dice. You see them? They are not loaded. They're not loaded. But they're never wrong. Okay, let's do this. We're going for Morocco first. Oh, the dice say good things. We're going for France. Oh, the dice don't say good things. So Morocco's in there with a chance. Point being, the dice say Morocco has a chance here today. Let's see what happens. The dice are saying France wins, but Morocco has a chance. Interesting. Want to show you some stuff before we get there. I'm going to catch up on the TV screen and see what they're doing, how they're diddling. We got 3 minutes to kick off. I'm going to waltz over there and check on what the teams are doing, walking over the pitch. Multiplex view it. Saves us all the arguments. But again, La France in white today. Getting ready for the pose. Anthems and everything's done. We got a crowd of people taking that flag off the pitch, and they look rather weighty kind of people. These are not little people. A lot of weight on some of these people, if you know what I'm saying. And I'm not going to bother looking at the referees. I have no time for that garbage. Sorry, I'm not a fan of referees. They're not superstars. They're nothing. They're officials. They're supposed to be invisible. The best referee is invisible. Chaos Overflow. How you doing, buddy? Good day, everybody. 2-0, I suspect. There you go. Another one for La France. And if you didn't see the name on the back, I'll turn up again in a little while. What's on the name of this back shirt? This French shirt. Les Bleus. Retro style. Michel Platini and the crew would have worn this kind of shirt many moons ago. But here we go. 2-0, says Curve. Come on, guys, get your scores in. Referee today. Referee is Facundo Tello from Argentina. Assistant referee again with him is Juan Pablo Belatti, Argentina. And also Gabriel Schade, Argentina. Fourth official, Dario Herrera, Argentina. And reserve assistant referee, Christian Navarro, Argentina. Now, don't you find it really strikingly, weirdly odd and obvious, and another little bit of FIFA screwing things as they come along to this point in time? We have an all Argentinian crew. The 3 guys on the line, your fourth official and your reserve official. All Argentinian, all speak Spanish. There should be no problems. Why don't they do that with other games? Well, it's part of the Okie Wokie Club, isn't it? If you want to be part of the Woke Club, that's what you get. And the reason why I say you need all officials from the same part of the world, communication. Speak the same language. Don't complicate the issue. Oh, and by the way, I was doing some research on Infantino, and he'll be uncontested at the next election for FIFA president in 2027. Do you know why? Because FIFA, under him, have put so much money into the junior mini teams, nations, and teams across Africa where they hunker down for 54 votes. You'll never overturn that if you don't have the numbers. So bribery, money, corruption, bribery, since Infantino's been in the job, is forcing it pretty much impossible to force him out of the seat. We need some individuals to have some big balls and their associations. So they've paid off all the associations. So like I told you, FIFA is a cartel. Back to the game. Let's get in there. France in white. Morocco, Hakimi and crew, what they're going to do. 70s, the shirt, I mean. Yes, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. It's an old retro, but the name on the back is not a 70s name. Max, how you doing, son? That's Brisbane without you, or with you, in the sun, in the warm, looking down on the field. Good day all from early morning Brisbane. Morocco win 3-2. Hey. I said the dice were thrown, they got a chance, so maybe that's it. 3-2. Maybe it's a comeback win for Morocco. Let's have a goal early. Let's have a match early. Let's have a real match. Let's not have it go to penalties. Let's not have it be slowed down. We want action 90 minutes long. Steve says, got to go with France, but far from formality. Yes, far from a formality. Absolutely. Morocco playing the ball up, going for territory. It seems rugby rules do apply in football, soccer nowadays. Got a big hotty-toddy, Scaldy with me. But I'll give you a twirl in a minute with the shirt again. Those who caught it early might have caught it. Those who didn't, you'll catch it later. I'll give you fair warning. And again, as I say, up on my screen, not on your screen, but up on my screen, and obviously you've got 2 screens open, one for you, one for the game. I'll show you some nice images, what I've put together over the last 24 hours for this match. And again, I'm going to say, AI is not a bad word in my mind, not at all. But for images, what I need, it just doesn't do it for me. I ask it to do something a few times, it can't do it. It comes back with something that I didn't ask for. And I'm a patient guy, but AI, no, you don't live in my world. You can't. I'm too good at doing what I need, i.e. graphics. Zoltan from UTEM Records, he brings on AI making his music. That's fair, but not for me. Blaze says, why is France wearing white? Yeah, they have white on their flag, but when you think of France, you think of Les Bleus. Hence, Les Bleus. Absolutely. You can ask the same about Canada. We're a red nation. We didn't wear red in 5 matches. Black and white. Black 4, white 1. Who the hell wants to wear black as a national team colour on the field when your national colours are red and white? There's no black on the Canadian flag. I got my own feelings on it. We're a predominantly black team now. I like to think that the black guys like to wear black. I'm just being straight up. I'm not being funny. I'm being right straight. That's why Canadian fans never got to see their team in red. There's a lot of black players on that team, and they like wearing black. You look at the training outfits. Black. Black is the ace of spades. We don't have black on our flag. So I hear what you're saying. Totally. Let's give this a couple of minutes to liven up. Right now, people are getting settled in the match. 2:20 gone. We'll see how it livens up as we move on through. But yeah, black on our flag. Who wants black on their flag, really, I ask you? I do not want black with our guys on the field. We're a red nation. That's where we should be. But the winner of this is going to meet up with España, or is it to be Belgium? It's going to be interesting. España or Belgium. 1 second, I'm bringing up some more stats for us so we can all stay connected in this thing. 3 minutes gone. "20 minutes until the next corruption break." And believe you me, after reading what I've read today with Infantino, it's corruption's followed him all the way through his career. Did you realize that he was in the Panama Papers? If you don't know what the Panama Papers are, literally, short term, there was 11.5 million documents released for illegal activities, financial, shot in, and a nice save by the keeper. 11.5 million documents that literally opened the eyes to prosecutors to money laundering and offshore accounts, illegal offshore accounts, with the rich, famous, and politicians. Politicians. Back post. Great save under pressure. Should be 1-0. It's not. So when you think about Infantino, if you're well read, you'll find out a lot of nasty things about that guy. And maybe you'll realize why I disgust myself with people like that, because I've never cheated anybody in my life. I've never lied to anybody in my life. I'm an honest man, honest as they come. And I cannot stand arrogance with money, because money doesn't make anybody. It gives people security, perhaps. But he has been involved with corruption cases for quite a few years. And he's a lawyer by trade. Got his degree at the University of Freiburg. Now, he says he's Italian. He's not Italian. He's Italian by paperwork. He's Swiss. He was born in Switzerland. So don't tell me he's Italian, because he's not. And his parents were emigrating into Switzerland, and they emigrated to Switzerland, and then he was born. So he's Swiss. Isn't it odd how all the major corruption comes out of Switzerland? Blatter before, and now this guy. So read up. The information is out there quite readily. When you know what I know about Infantino, you'll realize why I have no respect at all. Blaze says, yeah, what was the point of making a red home kit for the World Cup for us not to wear in 5 matches? I tell you, man. I tell you. I've got shirts, new shirts and old shirts from all teams around the world. If I like a shirt, I buy it, Blaze. I do, and everybody else. But with Canada, I have not bought a shirt. I'd have to think about this for a second, because I always used to get the shirts for free off the association, which I'm glad I don't. But I have not bought a shirt for Canada in about 15 years. Why? Well, the first 10 years we were nobodies. The last 6 years we're somebodies. But since we become somebodies, it seems the players don't like wearing red for some reason. Like I say, we've got a black predominant team. No big deal there. That's just the way it is. But the black guys like to wear black. I know they do, because I've got black friends. Well, what does that say for all the people that bought those red shirts that never got to see them worn? And all the crowd was in red. They weren't in black. Black is not a colour. It's a shade, for crying out loud. Anyway, enough of that. But yeah, Blaze, yeah, what was the point of making the red home kit for the World Cup for us not to wear in 5 matches? Really. Great point, man. That jacked me right off. I was so looking forward to red in the World Cup. I mean, the promotions at Soccer Canada are all about red. They're not all about black. I'd like to give a black eye to CSA leaders, because that is a black eye. 7 minutes gone. Morocco's shown exactly what they're not going to do. They're not going to rush the move. They'll be along that back line as much as they can to set up, get in place, and then they'll go back to the back line. And if Spain, Portugal pissed you off, when they've got the ball, it might too. That's why I say get them out of the competition. France is more attractive on the field. We want exciting football, not along the back line like it is right now. You could kick that balloon or that ball, but they're not going forward. Look at it. You came here to play football like this. Once France gets on the ball, because they're not getting the ball right now, they'll be eager to use it and get something done. Hey guys, Kevin's in the house. Kevin, how you doing, fella? Good evening, Sheffield. Good evening, Sheffield Wednesday. Remember, guys, tell everybody where you're from once in a while. Not every time, but once in a while. It lets everybody know how far and wide we expand and are expanding. Great tackle, nothing wrong with that? No, oh, you're kidding me. Are you kidding? Some of the tackling here has been on point, but refereeing has been a little bit dodgy. And I'm not interested in your referee camera, FIFA. Shove it up your ass. We're not interested in thieves. We're not interested in corruptibles. So far, so good. Ball's going to go out of play, and we've got nothing nearly in 10 minutes. There's the corrupt guy in the middle, Baldy in the middle. Yeah, most corrupt guy I've ever seen in football in my life. Read up on corruption on him. He's a lawyer. It's a good job he is too. And some of the people, Lauber being especially one of them, who literally assisted in the illegalities. If you read up on him, you'll find he's a corrupt piece of work. Should not be anywhere near football. Our slogan was fair play, used to be, apparently not anymore. Dewey, trying to find a hole. And Dembele, Dewey, Mbappe. Let's look at that for a second. Dembele, Dewey, Mbappe. Do you really think this is going to go long before them really get a good chance, a good shot on net? Dean with the ball, tic-tac-toeing. Not the best pass to give, but he gets it back. Tries to. Better passing by Luca Dean would have assisted there, but not your best pass, Dino. Not your best pass by a long shot. First little image I'm going to drop on your screens just to give you something else to look at as we're going through. As we're traversing through, you can gaze to the match, and when you want to, you can gaze to your other screen, and I'll put an image up there that we released weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. That image on your screen right now was released. This is all about catch up from what we talked about. Keep watching the game, guys. Like I say, that image is going to be up there for a good 35 seconds, 40 seconds, so people will get to see it. But that image is all about the dark horses at this World Cup. And as you can see, there's a team right at the top of that list. And I threw that list together 6 weeks ago. You can go to the image, or you'll find the image on the video from 6 weeks ago. Predictions for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Terrible ball out wide. What is he thinking? Looks like he's done himself an injury himself there. Man down. But yeah, Morocco, the biggest dark horse in the tournament, up on top. They've reached the final 8. Can they go further? That's the question. Is it in their DNA to go further? And obviously, Uruguay, Senegal, Japan, Colombia, Ecuador all went out. Japan, exactly. They went out fast and furious really early. Didn't really enjoy that. I wanted them to go further. But they didn't. Chaos Overflow, Malaysia. Absolutely, brother, Malaysia. Lovely place. France building around the box now. Dean wanting the ball, doesn't get the ball. Should have got the ball. Would have been far easier to hit Dean than lose possession. Morocco 2-on-4 right now. It's probably going to peter out to nothing. I'd give a free kick there, push in the back. I would have given a free kick there, push in the back, stamp on the foot. Maybe they look at that, but I tell you what, that referee right now, he is doing no favours to creative players. These referees, I tell you, you can say what you like, but they have been directed not to call things. It's too obvious. And if you toy and try and play with the officials, you don't get honesty. You don't get good decisions. You get confusion. Elise now on the ball. Gets the crossover. No, still playing around. Touches it off. Coming into the middle. Taking far too long with the ball, France. There's opportunities to take the shot. I think they need to be a bit direct, a bit more direct than making the perfect goal. Blaze, Norway. Absolutely. Love it. Love it. Norway's in with a big chance. They are. They are. If they can turn England over, anything's possible. And they're going from strength to strength. The only thing is they do have weaknesses. That midfield is not the strongest. Offense-wise is definitely up there. Obviously you got Erling Haaland. But Turkey, don't write them off. Don't write them off. I wouldn't. You do at your peril. They're capable of making a surprise with England, and that match for England against Mexico at the Azteca, has that taken too much out of the body? Okay, I'm going to take that image down now. You've seen your dark horses. Now I'm coming back on screen. Absolutely. I'm going to go to the big screen as well, guys, to make things even better. Okay, so you can see the big screen. Just a second. Uno, dos, tres, eins, zwei, drei, 1, 2, 3. We're there right now. The appliance of science. Things are running nicely today. Malaysia, Norway. Kevin Babs, I am rooting for Morocco in this one, but can't see anything but a France win. Kind of feel the same way, Kevin. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Inside it goes. And again, Morocco standing up tall. All the team is in and around their own box. Bruno really nearly gets caught out there. Does he not look right? Nearly coughing up the ball in front of the goal. That would have been an absolute embarrassment. And to go out 1-0 to something like that, cardinal sin. Honestly, I ask you all, guys, seriously, who enjoys defending nowadays in this modern day game? And I've been watching it the same amount of time as you guys. But who enjoys this modern day pass it around the box while you're in defence? Just a point. Uwahi has been kicked down a couple of times, and Hakimi rightfully says, how about a little bit of protection? Dean coming straight through the man. Nowhere near the ball. That is a yellow card. He's nowhere near the ball. He's not even going for the ball. He's hitting the man. That, to me, is an illegal challenge, and he should be punished for it. Or at least put a big guy on. Yeah, put a big guy on him and go through him. You want to play that way? Two can tango. That's how I played. I know a lot of you guys would play the same. You kick me, or you crog me, I'll crog you back. But I will. And I'll come in like a racehorse. I remember a game I played once that this guy was kicking everybody. I came in like a racehorse and chased him all over the park, going way off the target. That's completely way off the target. A few times he's taken kicks in this World Cup and they have been way off. Uwahi, the coach there. Why would you bring a whistle to the game? Why? How intelligent is that? Why bring a whistle? I don't get that. I don't get that for a second. Kevin says, I don't like the passing it around the box, defending, or the passing sideways attacks. Same here, fellas, same here. It's not football. It's tactics overload. And I have seen some goals scored on many teams over the last 5 years, especially, that if you went back 20 years, you would never play again. You would never play again. Back in the olden days, if you did the things that they're doing now, you'd never get in the team. You're a liability defensively. So it's not football. And everybody's so wanting to copy Guardiola. And look what it's done to the game. It's ruined it. It's a game of chess Football was always tactics, don't get me wrong. Nowadays, it's tactics overload. And it's stop and start. It's stop and start all the time. Look, he stops. He starts, he stops. He starts, he stops. It's all stop and start. Where's the flow gone? And that's what's missing with the beautiful game, is the flow. Now you add those corruption breaks. No flow. And yes, I have done a little analysis due to the hydration breaks. There's a couple of things that have come out through these hydration breaks. One is no goals directly 10 minutes after, and late goals coming through too. That's the two striking things. Immediately after the play is stunted, and it takes about 5 to 10 minutes for the game to liven up again. And then when it does liven up, there's goals in it. What does it prove? Going wide. It proves one major thing. If you put a break into the game of football in one half or two halves, right in the middle, all the flow and momentum built by both teams, learning how to defend against that team that is attacking them, the attacking team figuring out how to break down the team defensively. Yeah, they took 20 minutes to build that up. Now you stop it. It takes another 10 minutes after the break for that to start really gelling and being cohesive again. And then 10 minutes later, you see the goals coming. So it's ruined the flow of football, and it's made goals longer to come by. And it makes it harder for the teams to get back into the flow of things because the flow has been disrupted by 3 minutes. So those are two striking factors that it's ruining the flow of the match. It's changing the way your entertainment is being given to you. And thirdly, it's not helped when you have dystopian referees. Really, I say dystopian referees at the hand of FIFA's corruption. 18 minutes gone. We're coming up to a corruption break pretty soon. Nothing happens. The game is far too slow. And this is not a spectacle. The only thing you can see is France putting one in. Once they get one, I got a feeling this kind of game, you'd love to see it. Score, come on, score. Once you get one, you'll get more. We'll sing you at semi when we get to Wembley. So come on, you bastards, and score. And I'm saying both teams. Once we get one, I see we get more. And they should make a rule, just a fun rule here. If you don't score in the first 30 minutes, you have to take 2 players off and put 2 new players on. That'll get them going. Oh, yeah. Ball down the line. Coming back in. Corner ball. But yes, just a fun rule. Something to think about. But if they don't score in 30 minutes, take 2 of them off. Look at that hair on him. My life. Tell me that doesn't stop him heading a ball sometimes. A whiplash by a dread in the head. Yes, a whiplash by a dread in the head. Chaos Overflow says, Egypt really surprised me. They did great. And I was so sad when they didn't take out Argentina. Oh, man, 2-0 up. 2-0 up. I was like, wow. And their goal disallowed. Could have been 3. Why did they keep playing? They should have just kicked lumps out of all the Argentinians that match. Kick lumps out of them. Hurt people. Get in there. Do what you got to do. Do you think Argentina wouldn't do that? Yeah. They should have buried the boots in the back of the ankles, give them all the tugs in the shirts, got in their faces. They should have made the last 20 minutes absolute hell. The look on Messi's face when they were 2-0 down. Man, oh man, what an opportunity. Egypt, sad. Chaos Overflow, I totally agree with you, man. They should have took them out. But Cape Verde, 2 goals against Argentina. And that one, it's got eyes, it's got eyes, it's got eyes. Remember that goal? It had eyes right in that corner. Boom. Cape Verde scored twice on Argentina. Yeah. Egypt scored 3 times. 1 disallowed on Argentina. Belgium, do your job. Do your job. Come on, Belgium. Cause a surprise. Because I'm telling you this, Argentina's getting closer and closer and closer to losing that trophy. Defensively, they are not the same unit. They're being found out defensively. And up front, Messi's not going to do it all the time. And a big team is going to shut him down. Just shut him down. Don't worry about the rest of them. Shut his game down. And in the old German sense, Thomas Tuchel's a German. I wonder if he knows about Mandeckung, man marking. I would put someone on Messi all game long to mark him. I'd get my fittest guy just to run next to him, wear his shirt, and every time he gets the ball, lean on him. Every time he gets the ball, hit him. Make it fair, make it tough, but really piss him off. Get in his head. Mandeckung, man marking. Simple tactic. One guy. Then it's 9 on 9. Just telling you. Here we are, approaching a corruption break that these guys do not deserve because they haven't worked hard enough. Oh, he's inside. He shouldn't be inside, but he gets inside. Misreading the play. Coming inside, wins it back. Dembele trying to be a bit cute defensively. They're not going to go for that. Down the line, Morocco now. He needs a target in the middle. Nobody in the middle. He's all alone. And a ball to nowhere. Where was that to? Under panic, he panics. Max Evans, it will be a World Cup of surprises. As to who wins it, could be a big surprise. Depends on who paid the most money. Absolutely, brother. And Chaos Overflow is laughing at that in a good way. Now, 5 in the attack for Morocco. Coming down to the left wing. Onto the right wing, I should say. Passing it around. Lovely ball down. Big hit. Wins the corner. This is the only way, for my money, that Hakimi and crew are going to get on the board. Free kicks, corners. I don't see a goal in open play. I really don't. I think the French 2 in the centre, tough to get by. Corner coming in. Easily defended by France on the edge of the box. Mbappe takes a touch, dishes it off. French fighting to get it out. There's a foul there against Morocco, and the referee doesn't give it inside. Morocco on the ball, coming down the right wing. Onto the right wing. Want to see a bit more from number 6, Bouhaddi, just in the centre of your screen right now. Touching the ball right now. I want to see more from him. One touch passing and no thinking, that's not it. I need a bit more from you, Mr. Bouhaddi. A little bit more than that too. Go running, get the ball. Thank you very much. Now let's do something. Close call, nothing there. But that's what I'm saying. I'm exposing Bouhaddi to do something. Okay. France going forward, 3 on 4. Shouldn't be an issue, but Mbappe makes it an issue. Does he cut inside and take the shot? Cuts outside. Penalty, 100%. Stupid ass defender. What are you thinking? Mazraoui, what are you jumping in for? Stupid ass challenge. What are you jumping in for? Or is it Hakimi, I should say? Definitely a penalty. I think the referee's got this one right, you know. Hakimi loses the ball, going through. No, it is Mazraoui. Ball down here. What are you jumping in for? You're not even close to it. Not even close to it. Look at this. Not even close to it. What are you jumping for? Run with the man and push him out the line. Oh, my life. 4 years ago, there was a match between France and Morocco in the World Cup. We'll get to that in a little while. But Mazraoui, what are you jumping in for? Man, oh man, oh man. Kevin Babs, Elliot Anderson would be the man to stick to Messi like glue and take him out of the game. 100%. 100%. Kevin, let's see if Tuchel is smart enough, brave enough to do that. Because if I was coaching England, that's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. I would man mark Messi out the game. And Elliot Anderson's fitness has become something very apparent to me. He's probably, in my mind, the fittest England player I've seen play for England in a very, very long time. Mbappe can make his name 26 minutes in. Haven't they taken a corruption break yet? Well, they should be having a corruption break right now. It seems this penalty has messed up TV, and I'm glad about that, aren't you? Yes, sir, I am. Mbappe, Kylian, to make it 1-0, 1-0, 1-0 for la France, les Bleus, Frankreich, France. 1-2. Allez, 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 allez. 1-2. Allez, 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 allez. Comment ça va? Brilliant. Referee, get it done. Too much talking on the mic for my money. Such a simple process, making a penalty. Kylian. 1-0. 1-0. Still waiting for this to be absolutely... What is going on? You got Mbappe there getting frozen by the referee and the system. He's been standing there too long. This is ridiculous to make a shooter wait this long. Absolute dystopian horse shit again. How many times are you going to check this over? How many times? What a fiasco. What an absolute freaking fiasco. Get referees out of the game. They're useless. Kylian. Stopped dead. He stopped dead. He stops dead. He stops dead. Again. Another one stops dead. You froze the kicker. You froze the kicker. All that waiting plays into the hands of Morocco. You froze the keeper and the shooter. The keeper comes out because he's got nothing to do but flop. Bono keeps Morocco in the team. I'm going to say this because that smelt like shit to me. If you ever want to see a match-fixing situation, that seems so match-fixing to me. You froze the shooter. You literally froze the shooter for too long. And who wins there? I tell you, that smelt really bad, what they were doing there. Credit Bono for getting a save, for sure, but that smelt, man. That smelt terrible. That smelt terrible. Even Mbappe's having a go at him. Off the line quickly. Watch carefully. Dead stop. He's still walking. Keeper. Great save. This referee has made an absolute mess of this match. Absolute mess. Good to see Didier Deschamps getting in there with his teams. Redirecting the flow, but it should be 1-0 right now. Should be 1-0 right now. But it isn't. But I tell you, freeze the shooter out, man. Freeze the shooter out. Let's get that off TV. Get off my screen. Not giving them any time. Not giving him any time. Screw FIFA and the corruption. $1-0 it should be. My. What do you think about that? What do you think about that miss? What a miss, eh? What a miss that was. Should be 1-0. It's not. Now I'm going to give you some more stuff on screen to look at as well while we're going through there as well. There's your dark horses. Here's the predicted. Next picture on your screen as we're in a break here. Take a look at your screens. The top 4 was predicted weeks ago when that video came out predicting every group and the final knockout round. This is what we said. Top 4 contenders going in. Argentina, Spain, France, England. Morocco's in there. Belgium is in there. Dark horses, but they're both in there. Germany's long gone. Holland, long gone. Brazil, not so long. And Portugal, not so long. But the top 4, Argentina, Spain, France and England, that's what I'm saying is going to be the semi-finals as well. That's my prediction. 6 weeks ago, it was my prediction. It's still my prediction now. That top 4, Argentina, Spain, France, England, for my money, is the semi-finals. And if you look at the listings for the live watch-alongs, I tell you on each watch-along who's going through. Today, it's France. They'll get to play Spain. And I'm looking at Argentina taking on England in the other semi-final. And like I say, the closer Argentina get to the final, the tougher it is becoming for them to stay in the match. Max Evans, Moro. Kevin Babs, there seems to be some sort of suspect officiate in every match we've seen. It does, Kevin, because, to be honest with you, taking that off the screen right now, seriously, it really does seem a little dystopian because we've all seen refereeing for years. We know how it feels, we know how it looks, and when things don't look normal or don't look right, you have to investigate with your own mind. There's only 2 things that happen in football: fair play or corruption. And if it's fair play, you see it. If it's corruption, you see it too. But there does seem to be suspect officiating at this World Cup. Morocco will win. That's proof. Max Evans. I hope you will. I hope you do. I hope you do. I have nothing to gain or lose either matches. But indeed, if it is Morocco, then well done. So far, so good. They're one goal to the good. It should be 1-0 down. They're doing okay. If they can keep it this way and keep it as should be in the match, then you never know. They could be moving forward. Game is alive. Again, the game is alive, and I'm waiting to move it over. There we go. 32 minutes in, we had a piece of action. It's all been one way. If you're just jumping in, France has had the play all match. There's a free kick there. Again, nothing given. And I'll tell you what, I'm getting sick and tired of these referees not refereeing fairly. France will get sick of it and put the ball in the back, and then they'll destroy Morocco. That's what they're hoping. No foul. No foul. But give Morocco credit. This is what they do. They're not sixth in the world for no reason. Remember, for a while there, they were outside the top 10 for quite some time. In the last couple of years, 18 months especially, they've overloaded with matches against whoever they could get a game with so they could get points. And what do points make? Prizes. In FIFA terms, prizes, points, get you up the rankings. And literally, sixth in the world for Morocco. Ask yourself, where's Holland? Where's Germany? Where's Italy? All below Morocco. That's got to tell you something. Go back 5 years ago, they were not. They were not. Coming into the 2022 World Cup, they proved to be a big surprise by the end of it. Not a shock, a surprise. This World Cup, they've literally done the double on what they did last time. Remember last time? They got to the semi-finals. This time, they may not. They might. But the big dog here today is Les Bleus. And that penalty, given so quickly, took so long for the VAR to sort out. What were they looking at? A play 3,000 miles down the road before that? That's the ridiculous part. Look at the play you're calling. Don't look at the rest of it. Morocco coming forward now. Down the right wing. Not the best pass. And easily cleared out of play. France so far are eating Morocco alive in the final third. Nothing is working for Morocco in the final third simply because it's all sporadic. They're not moving as a team. They're leaving the 5 back defenders in their own half and leaving 5 midfields and forwards moving forward. 3-on-2 should be something here. 3-on-2. Keep going. Shoot on net. Saved by the keeper. Squirms past the post. I tell you, close on. Bono, Canadian, stops it. Raised in Canada. Too good to play for Canada. Good save. Deschamps ripping his hair out. Dewey getting closer. Bruno making great saves. Michael Elise now with the corner. Come on, mon ami. Put it in the box. That ball is not legal. Thank you very much. Corner coming in. Big boys in the middle. Come on, Michael. Elise swings it in. Great corner. It's in there and easily gathered. I would always put a forward on the goal line because when the kick is taken, you're not offside. When the play opens, you won't be offside. Put a guy on the goal line. Oldest tactic in the book. Keeps everybody else good. The linesman then sees him. Sees it's from the corner. You can't be offside on a corner, remember? From that direct kick, you cannot be offside. I can only think that Ouani, the coach from Morocco, has set his guys up simply for this. Keep the match play staggered, in and out all the time, and literally have your guys lull France into a false sense of security. Just checking on the times here, guys. Give me 1 second. Max Evans says, good goalkeeping, keeping Morocco in the match. Absolutely, absolutely, Max, 100%. He did well on the penalty. Let's face it, the longer it took for both being slightly froze, but it's tougher on the shooter when it takes 3,000 years for the referee and his crew to get their asses in gear so the guy can finally get to kick it. If I was Mbappe, I'd have walked away from the kick. I'd have completely walked away. Al Yanui doesn't say it's a foul, but it is a foul indeed. And shove your ref camera where the sun don't shine, please. And no time for that either. Coming back down the line. France still in possession. 37 minutes gone. 0-0, should be 1-0. Mbappe misses the penalty after being made to wait for at least 3 minutes. Ridiculous refereeing. It should have been such a formality to get that shot off. Scrapping in front of the box. And Morocco coming away with the ball. Still have nowhere to go. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. This referee is a joker. But yeah, Max, you're right. Bono's doing his thing. And within big teams, there's always a top goalkeeper. And he goes about business pretty quietly. A quiet superstar, Bono. Or Bonu, as you should say his name properly. B-O-U-N-O-U, Bonu. Guaranteed, Morocco's playing for the draw. They're looking for penalties or a 1-0 off a corner or a free kick. But they're not looking to progress too far or too high up the field. There's your forward five, leaving their own half, moving forward. It's 5-on-5 at the back line. Easily defended one more time. No need to panic, France. You've got this covered. Ball coming back over. Easy goal kick. Again, another move by Morocco. Peters out to nothing. That final quality. There's a problem with that final quality and that final ball, and Morocco is just not doing it. They're not overloading. They need that back line to come up into France's half to assist in the attack. Put bodies in France's half. Dominate France's half. Put them under pressure. Make the ball do the work, but get in the game. One goal, that penalty goes in. This game theoretically is already done. And Max said 3-2 early on in. I was hoping it was going to be a bit of a game, but as you can see, the stakes are getting high. And as you get closer to that final, people are backing away from the shop window. They're not showing their wares. They're not being so brave. They're being very careful, cautious. They don't want to be the guy that messes up the whole show. Again, 8 Moroccans defending when France come forward. 2 slightly ahead of the group. It would be lovely if the crowd start to boo. They want action. North American crowds love goals. They don't like to watch paint dry 3,000 times. I can tell you that straight. This is not a spectacle. This looks like a training match. And it's so literally predictable where the ball's going next. 1-2's going to come back inside. There you go. He's going to take a touch. He's going out to the left wing. There you go. He's not going to go too far down the line, but he's going to come back with the ball. Free kick. So if I can see the predictability of Morocco's football, what do you think Didier Deschamps is looking at? Yeah, and she can leave the building too. Bye-bye. We don't want you. Go away. Go away. Go away. Go away. You're not the football lady. You've been around too long. Get some young singer, some wonderful young singer into the scene. Enough of this old granny club with FIFA's old club. Get some new, fresh faces, innovative, happy faces, but somebody young. We've all had our time. Get some young people onto the stage. It's a young person's sport. Not a granddad's, like me. It's a young person's sport. So get the young people in there. I sometimes feel sorry for the young artists that never get looked at by FIFA because it's a closed-door event. And there's a lot of young women singers out there that deserve to be on this stage and further their career. Not further just their bank accounts, but their career. Buadi on the ball, going nowhere. Literally going nowhere. Putting his own team under pressure. Match momentum. There is no match momentum. You can take that silly sticker off the board because you kill momentum with your corruption breaks. Ball down the line, not going anywhere. Hakimi number 2. It's amazing how many places he pops up during the match. It really is. He gets all over the place. Leonardo Barriviera, I'm going to die with this defenders. Yeah. Good goal keeping Morocco out. Bit of a battle on the sideline, but I'll tell you what, he won't give up the ball. He's taking. He's got 3 guys on him, and he does brilliantly well. Ball inside now. Rabiot trying to get something going. The BAP gets tortured, but keeps possession. Kylian on his game, looking to get that goal. Should not have missed the penalty, but again, I'm drawing back to the referee making him wait so long. You don't make a shooter wait that long. And again, I'm going to say Mbappe, going out of play, should have walked away from the penalty area. He should walk away from that ball. Literally walk away from that ball. Had he walked away, he probably focuses himself and stays in the match better, is what I'm saying. But he should have walked away and readdressed it. I've got nothing against people showing Griezmann. He's a footballer. Show Griezmann all you like, but the rest of them, off the screen. This is a football event for footballers and football fans. Not hangers-on, not the rich club. Football fans for football events. They love to watch footballers in the crowd. 5 minutes gone. Let's talk about that 5 minutes. Where did the 5 minutes come from? There wasn't 5 minutes in that match. If you're going to reinstate the time you lost for your VAR fiasco, possibly so. There's a couple of minutes in there for sure. Great battling here by France down the line. Great battling. Not giving up for a second. The foul's coming in. Great battling by France, really. It's going about business very well. Skilled team, but tough as well. And I mean, I'll tell you this, Doué is having a great game for France. He's on the ball right now. Taps off, goes down the right wing. Dean now needs to keep it in, does put that ball in. Doesn't cross the ball. Doué passes it off. Again, Doué very active up front and in midfield. Shot coming in, blocked one more time. Stays in play. France still in possession on the right wing. Coming inside, Elise on the ball right now. Time to move. Takes a shot, reflected one more time. Dean outside. Lovely shot and another save. That's not a corner. That's not a corner. Let's have another look at this. Does Bono take his hands away at the last second? Hits the bar. Hits the bar. I know it hit the bar, but did it take a touch? It's hard to say if it takes fingers. Let's have another look one more time. Does Bono get fingers on this? Just fingertips? I'd say he probably did. 3 minutes to go. Added time. Are we to get a goal before the break? Are we indeed heading for extra time and penalties? It might well be that. Second half still to come. Things can change. Only needs one goal by France. And they're into the semi-finals. I tell you what, that's a foul all day long, man. That's a foul all day long. That's a foul all day long. I don't know where these referees are getting these decisions or how they're calling this, because look, take it. He's going down the line. Now he's got a shirt pull. He's been pushed out. And literally, Hakimi throws himself into it. That's a total foul, which means it should be a penalty. You're in the box. There's the foul. I mean, you're throwing yourself at the guy nowhere near the ball. One more time. Come on. What's VAR not seeing here? Total foul. He throws himself at him. Nowhere near the ball. Ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous with the decisions. France now encroaching in the box. And again, resilient defending by Morocco, keeping it at bay. At half-time, I'm going to leave the set as open and music in the background while I take a short break, just so you can see the whole set, because normally I sit here and you don't get to see everything. So we're going to leave a set with music playing. It won't be the longest break I take. Minute 15 to go. Morocco looking to try and steal something. They've done nothing all match long so far. Handball, free kick coming on. Where do they get these referees? My life, I tell you. Rabiot, take a look. The shot comes in. It hits his right arm. Take a look at where it hits. It hits his right arm. Pretty much his wrist. First real chance to set up in 45 minutes plus. Morocco have got a chance. Manon, near post. Hakimi's seen these situations many, many times, especially against French players. Where does the ball go? Over the ball to the keeper's right, or does he go long to the keeper's right? Looking right, our right. He's going to go right side of the wall to the near post, or is he chipping to the far post? It looks like he's going for the keeper's right post as we look at it. Yes, indeed he was. Not even close. I don't know why they're showing that, because that wasn't even close. That's not worthy of a highlight. Time's done. Time is done. 0-0 at the half. Okay, nothing gained, nothing lost. Mbappe misses a penalty, but I'll tell you this much. Missing the penalty, he's going to come out in the second half looking for gold. He'll be looking to put the ball in the back of the net. Once he's missed something, he normally gets it in the back of the net. Bono, so far, the Canadian, playing for Morocco, is what you would say the player of the match right now. But look at France come out in the second half. If Morocco get to the final playing like this, what kind of final are we going to have? I'd sooner have offensive teams get to the final for the enjoyment. However, defensive teams do sometimes... I'm getting that shit off my screen. My God. You should see what I've got to watch on these commercials. Worse than woke. Crazy. But Mbappe, when he misses, he's going to come back strong. Bono's saved one. He's going to have more to save. He's had a few saves to make in the first half. Is he going to make them again in the second half? I tell you, it's going to be very interesting to see what does come through. I'm just lining something up for you in a second here, guys. Quickly, I'm going to show you a quick little image. Take a look at this one. You'll love this. Have a look at that right now on your screen. I was talking about semi-finals, okay? The first semi-finals coming up this year, I'm thinking France versus Spain, England versus Argentina. Those are my predictions, okay? That's the second half of this image, 2026 World Cup semi-finals. Look upstairs, 2022 World Cup semi-finals. Argentina 3, Croatia 0. Did you forget Croatia were in the semi-finals 4 years ago? Or Morocco? Or France? Yeah, 2-0 France over Morocco. It can still happen. And did you remember that France and Argentina played in a final that year? Ended 3-3. And he went to penalties. Do you remember the score? It was 4-2 to Argentina. On that note, France do not need to take it to penalties. Get it done in 90 minutes' time. But there's a nice little image for you about World Cup semi-finals. I threw that together yesterday. Got another image coming for you with some lovely music while I take a break. And that way, you'll be able to look at more stuff. I'm going to leave you with the champions list and some lovely music as we go through, as we line this one up for you. Bring in the music, bring in the image, and take a look at that through the break. I'll be back in a little while, but there's your World Cup winners as we're moving through. And listen to some of that wonderful music again from the host Mexico and other hosts as they're coming through. But I say the football on the field for the best part of this World Cup has been the best thing about this World Cup. Sadly, my amigas and amigos in Mexico are out. Sadly, Canada's out. Sadly, the USA are out. All the hosts are gone. But listen to the music, and I'll be back in a little while. And that way, you'll be able to know who's won the most World Cups as well. I'll be back shortly. Enjoy the music. Dance around your kitchen. Put it on full blast. I'm going to turn the music up for you right now. Coming back screen with you guys. I'll be right there. I'm going to take that picture off your screen. And we're going to go start showing some other stuff as we get ready for the game to come back. Hopefully second half offers more than the first half. That would be nice. We're going to keep the music going until we get there, yeah? Still 0-0 between the two teams. Had expected a goal. Penalty didn't come through. The guys are getting ready in the tunnel, as you can see. Keep watching. Good music to get these guys coming back into war. Let's hope they can really show some war in the second half. La France on the field first, here in Boston. By the way, keep watching your screens. You see this here? Now, you need to be watching your screen. Watch this. This here, that's the Vancouver ball. That's the last game that Canada gets to play. Done. This is Boston. The Boston ball for today. You didn't expect that, did you? But Boston's in the house. Boston in the house. There's your Boston ball. Green and blue. Irish colours in Boston. Hope you enjoyed me throwing the ball. Morocco in the tunnel. Getting down and close to each other, literally telling each other we got 45 minutes to beat the old enemy. For Morocco, France is the old enemy. It's like Ireland and England, or England and Ireland, or England and Scotland, or England and Wales in Britain. There's lots of rivalry in them countries, right? The old enemies. Well, for Morocco, France is an old enemy. And a much thought about enemy over the years for Morocco is France, because of the outstations of the Foreign Legion, Friendly Legion, the Foreign Legion and such things, and French interference into Africa and such things, yeah, oui, monsieur. But hey, Hakimi leading Bono. This is a beautiful scene. These two teams coming out. Hakimi in deep conversation with Bono. Right kind of music for it, hey? There's a lot of love on this team, like a lot of brotherhood and a lot of togetherness. It's a very much of a family moving, this team in red and green. You can just see the camaraderie between these men going to war. Uwabi's coming out, the coach. Always looks businesslike. Always looks like a gentleman. Always looks professional. So I like a lot what I see with him. I really do. Mbappe's out there doing his thing. Get ready for a second half. Is this African music? Gonna lay one on the French? We'll have to wait and see. We will see very shortly. But the second half promises a lot. Hopefully we get a lot. I want a lot. Do you? Hope you enjoy the music. Again, watching the Moroccan North African superstars coming out into the second half. I'm up for this more than the first half. I want to see some football. Soccer. I know all these songs. I listen to this music all the time. You should too, down in the library here at Ultimate Soccer Show. All the groups are there, and there's one track as well way down in the library and videos. It's got all 48 national tracks on it. 2 hours, 17 minutes of great reggae and great national touches. Coming into the game, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's coming. I'm just buzzing now. Here we go, people. Let's get into this. Hope you enjoyed the music. Hope you enjoyed the lead-in. The game is coming, and it's all about who takes the next 45 minutes. It is live again. Love it. Let's get into this. One more time. I'll be going into the chat majorly in the second half. Got lots of stuff coming. Number 20, FC Super de Quebec look to be the contender for the Canadian Championship. I wouldn't put my money on them. I wouldn't. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. They're still first season in the league. They're a newbie in the league. And I'd be careful saying that they'd be champions. They might have some good form, but they're not taking out Cavalry and they're not taking out Forge for their first or second. Go with that. I mean, that's gospel. I'm telling you, God's honest truth. Put money on that. Either Forge or Cavalry win this league. And I'll tell you what, something tells me that maybe Forge have got the edge this year again in the Canadian Premier League. So, yeah, Quebec doing well. For an expansion team, they're doing great. But they're not winning that league. For my money, Colombia 20. Don't waste your shekels on that, my friend. Morocco will be the winner today. I've got nothing against that. As long as they come out and fight and give us more than they did. If they give us what they've got, then we're going to have a defensive team moving through, not an offensive team, which is against the philosophy of football. It's all about goals. Not getting 10 a match. One's enough. But it's about getting that goal, and France should have that goal already. And I've literally put more into this match than Morocco. So if you're just joining in, France has dominated this match. We'll get into some stats for you here pretty soon. In fact, I'll give you some stats while you're watching right now, so you got it flowing. Just a second here. I want to check on times. Morocco moving through the middle, wide open space. He needs to slide it to the right and now take that shot. And he delays it. Back post is wide open, headed out. Get it back in the middle quickly. There's two people waiting, but no, can't do it. Can't get it quick enough. But a nice attack for once from Morocco. Is it that they've conserved energy in the first 45 and they're going to use some in the second half? Wins the ball back, brilliant. Take the shot. Take the shot. Delays on the get. That's twice he's had the shot on, twice he delayed. You can't delay. Hesitation kills you. You have to take the opportunity when it comes round. They don't appear that often. And let's face it, Morocco has not created a bag load of chances. You got to take your opportunity when it lands at your feet. Got to. Imperative. Give you some stats as we're rolling through, just in case you're walking through the door. It's still 0-0, France and Morocco. 13 shots, 4 on target, France. 2 shots, Morocco, none on target. That will tell you everything. 50-50 on the stats on the ball. 3 corners for France, 1 for Morocco. And that's really the only interesting things you can talk about stats-wise. Moving the ball forward now. France going down the line. Should be a goal kick. Colombia 20 says Morocco will be the winner. Okay. Kevin Babb says, hope you're right. Colombia 20, they should switch to 3-6-1. Morocco team control more in the middle and put more pressure on the attacker. 3-6-1. Would that not be a 3-4-2-1? Just saying. Or 3-2-4-1, whichever. France picking up the ball in their own half, coming through now. Ball through, well intercepted, deadly interception. Don't make that one. France are going through on net. Now it's coming back the other way, and Morocco are offering a hell of a lot more in this second half than they were in the first half. I hope they slow that process down and go back to some of what they were doing. Kone's down in a bag in a heap, and he's doing the old wing. Since when? What does this mean? Is this like a painkiller? All these guys that do this, is that a painkiller? Is it a painkiller when you do that? I don't know. You know I'm taking the piss, right? Hello, come on, laugh. Oh, I'm hurting. That apparently takes the pain away. Laugh at your asses. Kevin Babbs, Morocco versus Belgium. Norway versus Switzerland. The dream semi-finals. Morocco, Belgium, Norway, Switzerland. Ooh, Morocco, Belgium, Norway, Switzerland. You know, you got a new winner for sure. That would be a nice thing. You know, that would really upset the bigwigs, yeah? Let's face it. Infant head, he wants Argentina at all costs. You can just tell it. But yeah, Morocco versus Belgium, Norway versus Switzerland, says Kevin Babbs. The dream semi-finals, ha ha ha. Realistic prediction, France, Belgium. England, Argent, FIFA. The Argent FIFA and the England one, I can see that coming for sure. And France, Belgium, I'd love that. That means Spain dropped a bollock. And I'd love Spain to drop 2 bollocks, actually, and get kicked out. But my top 4 is my top 4, so that'll screw me top 4. But I'll do it if France are there. And I said that way off early, that France and Spain will be duking it out and someone's going home. And I don't think it's France. So it's looking that way, Kev. It's looking that way in the final 4 to get to the final. France take out Spain in the semi-final. Interesting. 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 No matter what, though, one match a day is wonderful. Yeah, I like that angle. Big battle in the middle. Morocco fighting for their lives like they do in the desert. Boom. Coming back strong, overloading on the left side. Now go with speed. Don't stop. You stop, you drop, it comes to nothing. It comes to nothing. You stopped, it drops, it comes to nothing. Exactly what I said. There we have some England fans. I'm so joking. I'm so joking. They are so French. If you lip read, so French. Columbia 20 says, just like 2014 final with Argentina and Germany made Messi chase the ball on the other side of the field. That is how Germany won the World Cup. Yes, that's a good tactic. Morocco is also an enemy of Spain. Oh, definitely. Definitivo. Yes, 100%. 100%. 100%. North Africa coast to Spain and France. It's not that far. Not to Portugal either. Or Gibraltar. And its coastline north is on the Mediterranean Sea. So you could take a boat, plane, or a car to any of those places from Morocco. And he says that Morocco was divided by France in the south and in the north was Spain. There you go, see? So they know their neighbours and they know why. So this has got connotations of history to it all over the place, yeah? It really does. I mean, it's real historic. Still 0-0 if you're tuning in. Nothing said and done. We're waiting for a goal. We had a penalty, not hit the back of the net. Mbappe was froze by the referee and VAR clowns. And I say clowns because they made the man wait far too long. It was ridiculous. Make your decision, referee. You made it. It's final. Oh, sorry. No, apparently referees' decisions are not final any longer. Like, you can just rub out a red card if you call up a president. And your president, the corrupt guy I talked about earlier, Infantino, he's corrupt too, then it disappears. Crazy, hey? What is football becoming? It's not football. We always knew it was a business when FIFA got involved. Your only football you've got that you can enjoy is at your club level. I'm telling you now, the only football you can enjoy is at your club level. You have more with it, more games, you have more of an affinity to it. It sticks on your sleeve more so than the international stuff because it only comes around once every 4 years, this. But your club football is by far the best zone you have for entertainment and enjoyment and being with the team and being with the fans and knowing the songs and getting on the bus for that trip here or going on the plane, getting on the plane, going to the stadium, watching your team. It's like a pilgrimage over a lifetime with your team, your own club team. So FIFA have destroyed the entertainment in a lot of ways for my money. But the biggest crime they've made this year is the red card situation, the BS with all the expenses, and secondly, breaks, commercial or corruption, call them what you want, but breaks halfway through a half. You're making football, soccer into 4 quarters, and that is an absolute crime. Keep a nice save again. Dewey looking for it, but too far away. Bono read that all day long. Easy in the arms. Watch him go down before the ball gets there. Watch him go down before the ball goes there. See, he's on his way. Nice grab by Bono. It's going to take something simple, a ridiculous mistake, or something special. When I say something simple, something ridiculously simple, or a magical goal, or a mistake. From the mistake comes a simple finish. But the piece of El Mágico, magic, that's still yet to come. We have seen no magic in this match whatsoever. Listen, other teams looking onto this match will say, yeah, France is the big team gunning, for sure. But what Morocco are doing, other teams can do as well. Sit back with all you guys and defend. Counter-attack sparingly. A lot of teams can do that. So when you put every man behind the ball, it does make it difficult for teams to go through. And that's why I said, there you go, another big miss. Another big miss by Mbappe. Make that 2 on the day. Yeah, hold your head up high. But when the big teams keep missing, and the team just slightly below, remember, France 1 in the world, Morocco 6 in the world, 2 big guns, 2 big numbers. When you keep missing, All it needs is the one time for Morocco to get on the ball, free kick or a corner, or a sporadic counter-attack, put that one goal in, go back to defending, and you can shut France out. That's what I'm looking at. So for me, it's wildly important that France get on the board before Morocco does a number on them, because it's great defending. It really is. It's superb defending. It's team defending. But like we saw in the tunnel when they're coming out, their togetherness is absolutely phenomenal. And it's what's driving Morocco deep into this World Cup finals. Just saw how strong Mbappe is there. Now that's 2 hands on. Then pushing, that's a total foul. Where did we get to be a rugby league? Where did we get to have players able to lean on players and push them twice without being called? What are these referees on? And what is FIFA on, more to the point? Morocco, the Moors invaded Spain. ID. D. Scott, Scotty, how you doing, son? France should win, but Morocco, just a second, going over the box, going over the line. France have it in the box, tic-tac-toeing down the line, coming across, back post, nobody there. Over the bar, done deal, goal kick, Bono. Goal kick, Morocco. D. Scott, Scotty says, France should win, but Morocco is tough to beat. They are. If I was supporter of Les Blues, I'd be physically sick right now. Yeah. Yeah, like I said just a couple of minutes ago, Scott and everybody, the longer this goes where France doesn't score, you feel that Morocco might get that goal and sneak this and steal it away. That's what it's looking like right now, because if France doesn't open up and go for it, well, it's going to extra time. But it's a more interesting ball than that France and Portugal game the other day. That was the worst match I ever watched at a World Cup. Spain and Portugal. Worst match I've ever watched at any World Cup was that match. Handball. There we go. Morocco winning it too. Man, them dreads. Does that not get in your way of looking? Especially your hearing. Can he hear through that? It's right on his ears. I'm not being rude or funny. It's just like, can he really hear you? Because if someone's shouting at him, does that muffle the sound? It's a lovely haircut, but does it muffle the sound? Scotty says, like I say, France should win it, but Morocco is tough to beat. If I was a supporter of Les Blues, I'd be physically sick right now. I had to read that twice, mate. That's really good. Kevin, I really do think Belgium will be the one to take out Spain. I got a feeling they can be. And they are literally proving to people that wrote them off already how wrong they were. I never said a word bad about Belgium. I just said they need to wake their asses up and play. There's talent on that team. Yes, they're aged in a few positions, but there's some real quality. And I'll tell you what, talisman on that team that never gets enough praise is Tielemans. Yuri Tielemans. I've always liked that guy. Feisty as. Got a really crappy attitude when you're against him. He'll spit on your shoes kind of attitude, you know what I mean? He's like right in your face. For a little guy, he brings like an old Billy Bremner feel. Really gets in your face, but plays a big game. For a small man, he plays a big man's game. And there's other parts. Like you've even got Lukaku sitting on the bench, coming off, not doing bad. Shot coming in, and there you go. It's done now. Mbappe said he wouldn't miss forever. Well, there you go. He's missed 2 big ones, and now he's done it. And he did one like that recently in this competition too. Give him space. It's going in the back of the net. Yippee, hey. 1-0 to Le France Les Blues. They are doing what they said they were going to do, and Stevie's got to do what he's going to do. And there's a goal! Oh, that's it all. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. Le France is up on the day. 1-0 Mbappe. There you go. The scoreboard reads correct. It is 1-0 and we have a game. Now, Morocco's going to have to come out to play. Come out to play. Who remembers that movie? Do you remember that movie? Hey, Warriors. Come out to play. What a great goal. Uses the defender as a wall. Bono can't get near it. In on the post, on the edge of the box. You should be closing him down instead of waiting for him to take the shot. The man's got that much ability. Why would you let him size up the post? As he's stuttering, shaking into position, just like a kiddie shaking his ass, he's sizing up the goal. He's sizing up the post, the keeper, and using the defender as a wall. You got to close in. You can't stand off with your arms down, off balanced. You've got to close him down. Don't give him space to shoot, or boom, that's happened. And a similar goal happened a couple of matches ago for Mbappe. 1-0, Le France, moving on. And as I said, a lot of people are going to dance with France. A lot of people are going to dance with France. A lot of people are, I tell you. A lot. But it's 1-0. It's 1-0. Like I say, when you dance with France, you're not going to dance for long, because they're taking you for a dance all night long. It should be 1 in the first, but it's not. Bono says no on the penalty. Mbappe doesn't give up. I told you in the first, you dance with France, they'll dance all night long with you. They will dance. On, moving on, and you're going to leave. So for now, at the moment, Les Bleus, 1-0. 1-0, 8-0, over Morocco. Let's see where this goes, but for now, Dancing with France Morocco looking like their dancing shoes are about to be removed. And they're going back to the hotel to pick up their bar of soap. Maybe to get on the plane. So it's going to be something heroic, really heroic from Morocco to turn this around. Let's wish them luck. 1-0 so far in this big match. Les Bleus doing what they can. The changes have been rung by Urabi. He now knows to change the plan. Morocco now, last 28 matches, I expect to go full bore and make this an absolute spectacle of a finish. And only by that will they get in there. Mbappe's down with a bit of a smack on the nose, but the referee says, nothing doing, superstar, goal scorer. You missed a penalty. Get on your feet. Oh, you did score one. That's okay. Get on your feet. Superstar. It's your nose. It's big. It ain't falling off your face. We're carrying on without you. Poor the Argentinians are tough, hey? Big chop down, big chop down, big chop down. Come on, get that yellow out. Thank you. I beat you to it, mate. You're so slow. It's unbelievable. Mbappe coming in for some real treatment now. Issa Diop really hits him. Watch this. Watch this. Watch. Really got him. Ball's up in the air. Bang. It's not the foot. Look closely. That knee going in as well. I want to see it again. That knee going in. And I mean, Mbappe's screaming like a blue-ass fly. Misses the next match. If there is a next match, Diop is done. That would be a big miss in the semi-final. Mbappe's up fine. Two big bangs off Issa Diop. Mbappe goes down, but Mbappe says, look on the scoreboard. 1-0. But we've got a better match now. It's going to be a battle. This is going to be a battle that likely could explode where we see one of these come in, maybe one or two. But I really feel the game has now come to life, not just for the goal, but urgency is now in the picture. Morocco will be urgent to get in the match. France urgent to keep them off the board. So now that goal has really done everybody a favour, the neutrals especially, and thankfully the fans in the building. They paid so many people have literally gone into debt to get to these matches. It's sad. Yeah, people are spending money they don't have to get to these venues. It's crazy. So for the sake of them people paying way over the top, at least they've now got one goal, something to talk about, and it opens up the entertainment. 26 plus added time. Let's see where this goes. But right now we have a game. We have a game. We really have a game. And I'm bloody glad we do too. I'm so glad we do. Into the chat. We're moving with the chat. And the game itself can't go anywhere else right now. It's gripping. It really is going to be a great day for France. Let's see what happens. But right now, nestled into the back of there, Mbappe. Beautiful shot again. One more time. That was absolutely something of class. Something of class and a major, major, major piece of quality. And I did say that's what we need in this match. And we hadn't had any up until then. France going 2-0. There it is. Beautiful slide rule. Dembele, Ousmane Dembele. 2-0. France are now marauding on the goal. It's going all the way. Another big, 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 fat, super strike. Les Bleus putting Morocco to the sword. 2 goals in quick time. Mbappe and Dembele doing the damage. And I tell you what, take a look on your screens. You're not dreaming. It is 2-0. It absolutely is 2-0. Fantastic shot. And there's Didier Deschamps. Didier Deschamps, by the way, a very decorated player and coach. Not only did he guide the French to a World Cup final, but he also won a World Cup final as a player. Didier Deschamps, absolutely, you would probably say the grandfather, but Dembele cuts inside, loads of space, uses the defender again as a wall. Keeper can't see it coming. Goes round, you think maybe Bono should have done better. But a beautiful placed shot, not power, placed shot by Dembele. 2-0. And Morocco now know they are going to pick up that bar of soap at the hotel room, get on the minibus, go to the hotel, and fly that way because they're leaving. And France is dancing on. I keep saying it, but France is dancing to the final. They're dancing to the final. 2-0. Now, Didier Deschamps has the opportunity to go another 10 minutes, assess the situation, maybe make a few chances, and the corruption break comes at the perfect time for both coaches. Coming in at the perfect time. This break comes in at the perfect time for both coaches. Both coaches can readdress the situation. More so, Uabi needs to take massive changes. They've got to get 2 goals to stay alive. Something tells me that's going to be a little bit tough to do. 2 goals in quick succession. Haven't done it all night. What makes me think they're going to do it in the next couple of minutes doesn't really look that way. 2-0 on the scoreboard. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy moly. I tell you. Another little image for you on your screens right now here at Ultimate Soccer Show. There's your top scorers. Kylian Mbappe now on 9. We're going to change that. He is the top scorer. That's how it stands right now before we change it. Mbappe has 8 goals. Kylian Mbappe has 8 goals with Lionel Messi now leading the competition. One more time, I'm going to show you another image here coming in. World Cup semi-finals one more time. That's what I'm saying for my World Cup semi-finals. France, Spain, England, Argentina. Last time around. You can take a look at that image. Take a second or two. But I really feel we're in for a possible England-Argentina. I got a strong feel for the England-Argentina. If Spain doesn't lose to Belgium, then it's France-Spain in the other semi-final too. Them 4 semi-finals are my top 4 from original pick 6 weeks ago or so when we looked at and we had a live, me and you, look at who's going through in the groups and who's not going through. And literally on the groups, quickly as we got it here in a break, one more time to keep you very entertained. We're going to look at the group. Take a look at that. That was Morocco's group. They finished equal with Brazil, remember? Morocco 1-1 with Brazil. Then Morocco 1-0 over Scotland, edged it, and then 4-2 over Haiti. But Morocco finished in second. And then France's group, take a look. France's group right there. On top, 9 points, 10 goals scored. 2 against, 3 wins. 3-1 over Senegal to start it off. A 3-0 over Iraq. And then a 4-1 over Norway. Did you forget that? 4-1 over Norway? Makes you think right now, because they're in the final 8 as well, aren't they? Coming back on screen, getting ready with the game. But there are only 3 teams that won in the group stage all their matches. France, Argentina won all their matches in the group stage. There was one other country. Who was it? Do you know? Someone out there must know that. I'll give it to you in 2 minutes, but someone must know. Who won 3 matches in the group phase? What other country was it? Warriors is a great movie. Watched it at school, says Scott. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Morocco will now have to play 5-2-2-1, says Colombia 20. Good cause, good cause. Steve says, great finish. Wasn't it ever? Oh, my life. What a great finish. What a great finish. Game is live. We're back with it. But yes, great movie. I watched it a few times, by the way. Couldn't get enough of it back in the day. I watched it in the forces, actually, with a load of soldiers. Yeah, on the weekend with loads of cans, because there's nothing to do on the weekend but drink and have fun. Crazy times in the forces, I tell you. It's nothing like you think it is. It's nothing like you think it is. It's a different story, really is. Ball going out for the throw, 70 minutes gone. Colombia 20 says, still time. Max Evans, watch France waste time now. Bring on the diving team. Oh, I tell you. It would be good if they kept going, but I like that, Max. That's awesome. Max says, down in Brisbane, watch France waste time now, bringing on the diving team. Splosh, splish, splosh. A 10 out of 10 for artistic impression, 10 out of 10 for style. There we go. Ball throw in. 71 minutes gone, 20 minutes to go. And now it's all or nothing. They've got to throw the marbles. I said it would be closer than this, but France were the winner. The dice said France would win, but Morocco would make it close. It's exactly the same scoreline, by the way, as 4 years ago, if you didn't know. If you do, wonderful. You're a psychopathic genius like I. A soccer shaman. But 2-0 was the scoreline at the 2022, the Qatar. Not Qatar, Qatar. You have to say Qatar. Hey, I said, what did I say? Qatar all the time? And not Qatar? I did, I said Qatar all the time. So it's similar. Ball in the box. Miss hit. Oh, very lucky, Upacano. That nearly goes in the back of the net. One more time. Watch this slice. Boom. Whoops. Keeper's never getting there. Boom. Whoops. And everybody's looking, and the keeper wouldn't have got there. If that was on target, he'd have been struggling to get there. Upacano doing a very nice banana kick on that one. Love it. Yeah, but France waste time. Now bring on the diving team, says Max. Colombia 20, and remember that Morocco is more technical than France. I don't think so, Colombia. I don't think so. Maybe tactically defense style. That's out. Maybe defensive tactics for some of the game, but you're 2-0 on the ball. How more technical can you be? I mean, they've run the game. France has run this match. They should have had a penalty. It should be 3-0. They are more technical by far. Curious Overflow says, goal. He does. Now I can relax. I really didn't want Morocco to win, said Scotty. Nice one. And Kevin Babb says, Mexico won all 3 group games. Way to go, Kevin. Indeed. There were only 3 teams that won all their group matches. France, Argentina, and Mexico. Well done, Kev. No, I'm not a school teacher. Makes it interesting. Dewey gets hacked again. You're thinking to himself, what happened, brother? Yeah, I mean, that seems a little suspect, doesn't it? Oh, haven't we seen that idiot on TV once today already? Get him off the screen, a dumbass. Get off, Infantino. We hate your guts. Corrupt bastard. I'll be glad when the World Cup is over so we don't have to look at that shithead anymore. I'm just sorry. I cannot stand the look of that guy every time. Why we got to watch his face? Blatter was on the screen once in a blue moon during the World Cups. Not every game. We don't need to see that shithead. I'm sorry. Do some reading up about him. You'll soon figure out why I've got the attitude against him. If you knew anything about him, you'd be on the same page. I don't like anybody who's not honest at any level. "15 minutes to go. I don't say it's already done, but I really do feel that this is really close to being Either 3-0 for France, or this is the scoreline to finish, and again, man down in the middle. I wonder what's wrong with Mbappe. Interesting situation for Mbappe on the floor. Africa is tougher than Europe. They've always had the physical play in Africa. There's no doubt about it. It's just that needs to be blended with real quality. Then you've got a chance. Look how Egypt played. They're not overly aggressive. Not at all. But they played a great game. Got far in the World Cup. Mbappe's walking off. Has he got a slight pull? Makes you think he's got a slight little twinge, or is it just to save him, or he's had enough? He seems to be walking okay. So Duri and Mbappe are out. So it's a double switch up front for Bacola and Mateta. Mateta must be enjoying life. Getting on the World Cup stage. The Crystal Palace striker must be enjoying life. Tough man to play. Big figure. Now it's a different game. 13 minutes to go. Doué and Mbappe getting a rest, and hopefully there's no injuries involved. Columbia 20 says, remember that Morocco was in the same place in the 2026 Africa Cup of Nations? Yes, they were a different caliber of teams, though, yeah? Good point, but different caliber of teams is what I see. World Cup is a big step above. Going down the right, Mateta's the target in the middle, making himself available. Comes in. Oh, I tell you, good block on the edge of the box. And Morocco coming up with possession. France not committing or over-committing. Keeping the back door really locked. Keeping things safe. And going into counter-attack mode, basically. So saving energy. Smart move. Top tactics by Didier Deschamps. The right people to take out as well. Save your big gun for the next round. He did the damage. He could have had 2 today, but Bono saves 1. 2-0 on the day so far. Things going according to plan. Chaos Overflow, I have live blog opened on the side. Tends to be more than 10 seconds ahead of televised. Nice one. Nice one. I see what you're saying. Yes. And I'm the same way. I keep checking other stuff just to see what the time is on different things. Colombia 20, remember how they played against Brazil? Yes, Colombia 20. Morocco can come back if you put more pressure on the French half. They opened up like a rose. Yeah, no, that's true. And he's changed the side. So offensively, they're a different team should they get 2 goals. But I say majorly unlikely. They don't have enough of the ball. And they're going to leave holes behind. If anything, if they got 1, I'd be surprised. But if anything, France get the 3rd. Mateta's had a couple of half chances coming through as he's just getting warmed up, sweat coming down that head of his. But again, you can't see France giving anything up in this. They really are a very tight-knit unit. And like-for-like changes, Didier Deschamps has literally 2 teams in the full squad. So the depth is there, the skill is there, the toughness is there. But most of all, intelligence. The way they play the ball around into space, no pressure zones. Attacking the ball in packs when they don't have it. keeping the passing lanes very close together. If you notice where the French are running, they're all very close knit together. So there's no real, what you could say, open passing lane. One guy's not going to run through the gang because there's too many of them connected. So they're covering all the shadows is what the expression is. There's no way through. I'd love Morocco to get 2, don't get me wrong, but there's no way through. Coast overflow, open up like a rose. Sir Stevie's such a poet. D. Scott, I'm around 40 seconds behind your feed, Stevie. Really? That's what I'm telling you about TV, man. It's diabolical. I'm on 81. I'll tell you exactly where I'm sitting right now. I am 81.21 right now. Beautiful first goal, 81.21. I am at 81.31, 83, 34, 35. I'm going to open another one, see what happens. And on the Google, it's 81.32, 81. So my Google is 10 seconds behind live, 81.45 right now. Corner kick coming in, Morocco. A little bit of a mix-up, but away again it comes. Morocco in possession. 8 minutes to go. Ball to the far side. Goals on 60 and 66. 2 goals in 6 minutes did the damage, and that was all she wrote. I'm somewhat disappointed in Hakimi today, I will tell you that. I am somewhat disappointed in him. His attitude, the way he's played. I think we've seen better from him than we have today. Today he's looked very ordinary. I wanted more from him today. Ball low, I'll tell you what. Maignan given a little bit of goalkeeper training. Because if that's the best you can do, and why he's punching it back into traffic, a shot so slow, catch it, get the possession, goal kick, should be a corner. Maignan is definitely beatable, okay? I'll tell you that now. He's not the best keeper in the world. He's definitely beatable. You get some top-rate strikers in front of that keeper, the ball's going in the net. He's surrounded by a decent defensive team. But he's not the best keeper in the world, not for a second. 40 seconds behind Scotty. I got 83-32. Referee's coming in to shake it with him. 83-28. Yeah, I tell you, Scotty, the commercial breaks are doing it, and I tell you, that was so close from going in. That would have been the time. Close call, close call. Take a look on the rebound here. Headed in. Very close. Brilliant corner. Perfect height for the corner. Get your head on that. Goes by the side. Another substitute coming in on the quick. 6 minutes left. 2-0 down. Eboui and the Moroccan nation. Talbi out. Spy in, and they need a miracle. 2 goals in short time. Again, they lost 2-0 in 2022. And that was in the semi-finals in Qatar. Right now, they're losing 2-0 in 2026 in a quarterfinal. So they've made it 1 round further 4 years ago. How do you look at that? Is this year a success, or did they fail on previous successes? Has to be said. Question has to be asked. Well taken by Maignan. Oh, a lovely cup of tea. Going down the left wing now. Is this to be number 3? Overload on the right side. Mateta waiting for the pass. Look for the run. Into the middle. Wide open. Terrible shot. Elise, you are not Mbappe by 1,000 miles. You are such not Mbappe. To miss that much from so close range, no. You should have maybe just passed it off. So our first semi-finalist is definitely in the bag, in the books right now. The Dreads are leaving. Koundé's done. Number 5 is off. And Gusto is on in his place. Not so many Drebs. He's the cheaper version on the haircut, okay? He doesn't have the full packet to pay for all the dreads. So he's a smaller version of Koundé, okay? And if you're not laughing, you should be. Nice nutmeg goes round the man, dives, no foul. Get on your feet. Thank you, ref. Coming inside, he's going to get closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. But he's still got the ball. Passes off. Inside. Not the right pass from Mateta. I don't know if a ball can go through flesh, can it? Maybe put it around the defender or over the defender? 87 minutes coming up. France now going back down the line with speed. Mateta rushing through the middle. Is a target. Takes the shot and Bruno pushes it past the post. Barcola's first touch. Yes, the cheaper version of Koundé is turning it on. Was it going wide anyway? There you go. There's the answer for Mbappe. The way he was walking, he looked fine. That's a small little ankle injury, I betcha. It'll get stiff tonight. When he stops and the blood stops flowing, it'll get stiff and a little bit owie. Keeper comes through, it doesn't get there. Mateta over the bar. Should have been 3-0. But it's going to freeze up on him a little bit naturally as the body heals. That's swelling. The ice is taking it down to speed up the process. We'll see more, but the way he walked off the field tells me it's just a slight little knock. They took him off just to keep it good. Smart move. Deschamps. And also Mbappe. You want to keep your top guy fit. That's the way to do it. So that's what you're looking at. The ice bag doing its job. Morocco, 2 minutes plus left in the World Cup. And then it will be, sadly, go get that bar of soap from the hotel room. Put it in your bag. Get in the minibus. Go to the airport. Get on the airport. Get on the plane. And fly home. Great World Cup in many ways. But they went around further 4 years ago. Are there to be 2 miracle goals? Excusez-moi. Yes, I said excusez-moi because the French are playing, so you have to have a little bit of renaissance in there. I don't think Morocco have done any worse than last World Cup. They just are unlucky to get France in the quarters. Anyone else, they would have made semis again. Good way to look at it. Ball into the box, going wide. Easy grab for Mignon. Takes it down. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. Max Evans signing off. Maxi, disappointed work calls. Thank you for the show. Max, have a safe day at work. Get home safe. Thank you, buddy. Thank you too. My first semi-final bet is coming in. I said 2-0 or 2-1, remember, at the start of the show. My first bet is coming in. I've got 3 more to get on my Yankee bet on the stage of the quarterfinals. Each of the winners will be a semi-finalist. And if you look at the listing down below of all the quarterfinals, I give you my prediction in that listing. I'm not changing anything. I said France would move through today in the listing for this video down in the live watch-along. In the description, it tells you France is moving on. If you go to the others, you'll see all my other predictions. A soccer shaman tells his predictions and doesn't hide from the predictions. And when I'm wrong, you're going to jump all over me, aren't you? As you should. Now, Morocco need 3 goals in seconds, and I'll be wrong. Ball out of play. I have enjoyed Morocco in the World Cup. I really have. I really have. But there comes a time where the drum stops beating and the life in the game is done. And reality, as sad and as hard as it is, says you met a better team. I throw this to you again with France and Morocco. It was the same score 4 years ago. It was actually a similar match in very, very sort of strikingly similar ways. But it finished 2-0. So in 2 World Cup, stressy World Cup matches, big World Cup matches, a semi-final and a quarter-final, France has answered the call twice. Corner in now to start the miracle. Put a goal in now and it doesn't go in, and France clearing their lines again. I got the Yankee on as well, same as yours, Stevie, except I put Belgium. Well, I'll tell you what, it's Spain and Belgium for you and me both then. If whoever gets that right gets the foursome. Yeah. And the odds moving on that puppy are just absolutely just to die for. I got good odds on all games. When I reached the 3rd game finish with a win, the odds coming in on the 4th game are massive. Massive. Each one bounces off the first one. So winnings on the first going on to the second, winnings on the second going on to the third, winnings on all 3 going on to the 4th, times by the accumulator as well. Yeah. That's why I work in football, I guess, is because I love these competitions because they're predictable. Mateta now on the edge of the box, no take, no touch. He's a big loof. That's the one thing with Mateta. Put it in front of him to run onto, excuse me, to slam on net. Put the ball in the air for him to cannon the ball in the air. But don't play the hold-up play with a give and go. He's not that gifted. He really isn't. Handball. Total handball. Total handball. But Mateta is a big old-fashioned style centre-forward. Good in the air, good on the ground, but not skilly with the feet like a smaller player who's got better centre of balance. He's a big guy, Mateta, yeah? So the balance to get that man to stand on his toes, it takes quite something. A shorter guy is on his toes all the time with better dexterity, better balance, better skill, smaller turning circle, all over the place better. Ball into the middle now. Last couple of minutes, France nurturing this win across the line. Ball in the middle. Arteta takes a good touch. Cuts inside. Now it's 3. Oh, I tell you, scuffs the shot. Does all the hard work and scuffed his shot. Very typical of what he does with Crystal Palace. Into many good positions, and he doesn't put the ball in the back of the net too many times. And when goes through scoring droughts quite often. And you can see why. Makes his life difficult. You beat the man when you pushed it inside. Have the shot ready. Elise now down the line. Pushes the ball out of play. There you see exactly what I'm talking about. Scuffing his shot. Foot save for Bono. 1:50 to go before Mexico. Woof, I tell you, that ball's on its way to Mexico. And it nearly gets there. Nice effort. Chips him all the way from the US into Mexico. Halfway line chip. Bloody good idea. Good eye on the kid. Comes down, he sees. But that goal again, Mbappe, close him down. Warning to defenders on other national teams. Close him down. And Dembele's tapping into the far side. A thing of beauty. Bono gets fingers on it. But 2 decent goals. 2 goals in 6 minutes did the damage in the second half. I'm glad they did, quite frankly, because I've seen enough extra time recently. I love the penalty kicks, but FIFA might want to think for the fans. If you're giving hydration breaks out because it's so hot in these buildings, oh, it's unbearably hot in these buildings, and you're putting these commercial breaks, corruption breaks together for the players, or maybe think about the fans. It's the same kind of heat and same kind of temperature for the fans, and they're going to be warmer because, like, body heat cooks bodies next to it, yeah? So you get warmer and warmer and warmer. Maybe think about the fans. Maybe get rid of the extra time. Go straight to penalties. Better party. What a fiesta. We don't need extra time anymore. It's becoming old and boring. And it just gives companies like TV and radio the chance to rip us all off. We don't need it. Go to penalties. And a few people who watch the channel when we do Wrexham matches will know that we've been in competitions where there was no extra time. It went straight to penalty shootouts. And it was a much more fun format because you know, hey, we're not going to extra time. 90 minutes is it. You've got to get the result in 90 or it's penalty shots. So you get to penalty shots in 40 minutes quicker. So it's a much better format for everybody involved. It's just way more fun. Shot coming in, and that one is going to Canada. So we've one shot long go to Mars, Mexico, and one go to Canada. And now there is the final whistle. And Mbappe, not moving too fast, putting his boots on. He's iced it up a little bit, so that tells me even more. He's iced his foot up a little bit. He's putting the shoe back on. He's feeling good. There's nothing wrong with the guy, so per se, he's going to come back. Dembele just covered his mouth. Dembele just covered his mouth. Excuse me, Dembele covered his mouth. Oh, I think he needs a red card. That's how outrageous it is. You cover your mouth. He's covered his shirt. He needs a red card too. I'm joking with you. But Dembele covered his mouth. Boom. That's a FIFA law. They're not upholding their own laws anymore? Oh no, that's right. They have special committees to just make any decision they want, don't they? Yes. But at the end of the day, Le France, Les Bleus, moving through. It is 2-0 on the day. I'll tell you, 2 goals in 6 minutes did all the damage. And that was all she needed. That was all she needed. I tell you. It is France's day. Got to celebrate France as I'm dancing. And France is dancing. Into the semi-finals. One more dancer. Partner has gone. Oh yeah, Jamie the Rooster, the African team did well to get this far. Morocco did well too. And then signs below your brilliant poetry, my friend, are kicking me right in the dick. Let me tell you. Oh. You funny man, that's awesome. But France is moving on. Oh yeah. I tell you. Max Evans signing off. Disappointed workhorse. See you, Maxi boy. Kevin Babs, I got the Yankee. I too. Jamie says the African team did well to get this far. Morocco did well too. That's funny. Colombia 20. Spain will have to play 4-1, 2-1-2 or 4-2-4 against Belgium. Colombia 20. So Spain will have to play 4-1, 2-1-2 or 4-2-4 against Belgium. That's amazing. Make that more realistic. I know now you can hear me. Colombia 20, Spain will have to play 4-1, 2-1-2, 4-2-4-2 against Belgium. Jamie, the Rooster. The African team did well to get this far. Morocco did well too. Funny man, I tell you. It's covering their mouth suspensions, or will it be? Who knows anymore, yes? But we're dancing to France's motion. Such a cool song. If you hate the French, you can't hate this music, because France just danced with Morocco. Morocco is on their way to the hotel to get that bar of soap, put it in the bag, get in the minibus, go to the airport and fly home. And France is dancing and moving on to the semis, as I said they would do, because they are the big dog in this competition for my money. And anybody that dances with them, if you're going to sit on your back line all day long, you're going home. There's only one way to look at it. When every team that France played got anxious in the last 15, they had a match. But it was only 15 minutes. You got to play for 90. You got to push France back. Bring the physical. Morocco did that. But there was no attack. Until the last 15 minutes. So I say, when you dance with France, if you don't bring your game, they are moving on. Like everything so far, they look like the clear-cut champion. Moving on. I tell you now. Colombia 20. Morocco will come back in 2030 and will win. I hope they do. I hope they do. But they got to get some big forwards in that lineup to get it done, or it won't be. But Kevin says covering their mouths, suspensions, or will it be who? I tell you. It's moving on time. Let's take a look online and go capture. Just 1 second. We're going to go offline and capture the stats right now, guys. But France has done a number on Morocco, and they did it pretty good. They did it pretty good. Let's go into the stats. Let's check out the stats right now. Not there, but over here. Deschamps is moving along, looking good. Looking up for the stats right now. There's your stats on the day, guys. 2-0 on the day. Look at the stats. When you're talking about getting your job done, well, highlighted in blue is all the big points. 22 shots to 5. 9 shots on target for France, only 1 for Morocco. Practically, I say this, goals is what decides these matches. It always has done. It always will do. When I look to the right, I'm saying to myself, why was it only 2-0 and not more? With all that possession, shots on target, 92% pass accuracy, 5 corners to 5 was the only thing that Morocco did well at. Well, on the day, you got to say, Mbappe on 60, Dembele on 66, 2 goals in 6 minutes really did the damage, Therefore, looking into these first 2 quarterfinals here, next one coming up, Spain. Join me tomorrow for that one. I feel Spain's going through, but I'll tell you now, fact on fact, I'd love Belgium to be the team to move through. I really would. I think Belgium faces up against France better than Spain fronts. But I really would like to see Belgium win it. I would like to be wrong, but I got a feeling Spain's going to be there. And don't forget, in the other quarterfinals, Norway, England, that's very tight. That's extremely tight. Either of those teams can go through. Both have decent defence. Both have exceptional forward lines, with Kane going up against Haaland. But it's the midfield. That's where the battle will be won. And I'm not sure about Norway's over England. That's the only area in the whole setup where I think England's got a chance over Norway, is through the middle. Argentina down at the bottom taking on Switzerland. Switzerland have it to do, and let's put it this way. Your friend Infantino is from Switzerland, so therefore I want Argentina to destroy Switzerland in that match and get the elitists out. You might say I should be saying the same about Belgium, with being the elitists' capital city per se. Well, go Spain. You know what I'm saying. But let's get back on screen and wind this up and tell you that tomorrow we're doing Spain, Belgium. Back on screen. So there we go. Everything is now done. I'm going to move the chat over here so we can enjoy stuff. 2-0 on the day. I hope you enjoyed what we did today. Morocco had to close space on Kylian Mbappe and Ousmane Dembele. Absolutely. When you allow people to take the shot and you're backing off, I know that the defenders are backing off because they're scared that the fake shot is literally a slide pass through their legs, a nutmeg kind of style maneuver that goes through them. They get past and then the defender feels he's going to be dead. Left for dead. But sometimes defenders have to be brave in front of the goal. And you've got to cut and shut the shot down. If you don't want to tackle, fine. But get close enough so you can't take that shot. You know where the shot's coming in, so cover the shot. Get your foot out there. Get your shin out there. Get half your leg out there, but cover the shot. Do that. Bono doesn't get that second goal go in, especially off Dembele's shot. If you close Dembele down, that does not go in the back of the net. Simply saying that. That's an exceptional point coming in by Kevin Babs. I'm going to go to that one in a second or two. I don't have TV, but watching from the Ultimate Soccer Show, it seemed like Morocco was playing 4-5-1. Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely, 100%. That's brilliant. If you're not watching on TV, Columbia 20, that's exactly what it looked like. 4-5-1 most of the match. The defending was exceptional. But the point is, if you're going to defend all match long, When are you going to get on nets? You've got to break out of the shell. We all know Morocco's been a defensive monster for a long time and building momentum coming into this World Cup, building momentum getting into the top 10 in FIFA's rankings over the last 18 months. You could see it coming like a train. It was very close at one stage, just getting into the top 10 to make the top 10 for the World Cup draw. That was their first initial goal. They did it. But since they've been in the top 10, which is 10, they're now 6. Just look how they've moved up. So I'm saying that major defensive nation, Morocco, playing great defence. It's a bottom-heavy ship. There's nothing up top of quality, in my opinion, that will scare you on any given day in attack. So they're playing to their strengths, and they've done amazingly well. But again, I'm going to tell you, to play defensive football for 80 minutes, where are you going to win a match against a big team? You're not. And I can understand you can say, well, we're going to try and contain them to get it to extra time, then possibly get it to penalties. I understand the philosophy. But the clock is long. You're asking not to get scored on for 2 hours against France, who I'm going to bring a point out, and it's absolutely exceptional coming in from Kevin Babs. It really is. Absolutely exceptional point from Kevin Babs. Kevin says, the scary thing is it doesn't look like France have even got out of second gear yet. And I totally agree with him. I think they've got so much more that they can throw at you. If they get, let's put it this way, if they go a goal down and urgency is more of the necessity, they're going to bring 2 kitchen sinks and throw both of them at you, not just the one. They're going to go the full 20 yards, not just 10. Do you get what I'm saying here? They're going to double up on you. If France gets nervous by going a goal down, they'll get that goal back, and then they'll storm even higher. So they haven't been pressured, in my opinion. Morocco didn't press them at all and worry them at all. At all game long. So moving through, I absolutely think you got a point there, Kevin, that everybody should address right now. France have not got out of second gear. Absolutely not got out of second gear. I'm just going to check something online, guys, just a second. But France is moving in third gear for my money. They haven't really got out of second gear. And to be honest with you, I think against Spain you may well see, or Belgium perhaps. Let's not be too judgmental yet. I'm looking for Spain to get through there. That's on my Yankee as well. My Yankee is my bet, okay? But they're going to hit top gear pretty soon. And when you hit top gear in and around the semi-final, you're going to be in peak form for the most important match every 4 years, and that's the World Cup final. So right now, France is moving like a thoroughbred racehorse. Going back into the stable tonight, getting a good cool down, the blankets on, the right temperature in the room. The floor is cleaned every day, fresh down, fresh feed. They're getting the best of treatment, like a racehorse. That racehorse is being managed by Didier Deschamps to perfect peak form. Everybody thought they were the big team coming in, but I said they were the big team coming in, and I'm sticking to my guns that they are the team that's going to take this whole thing. If it doesn't happen that France are the World Cup champions in two matches' time, that is theirs to lose. It is simply theirs to lose. Other teams have got to bring absolutely superhuman performances to topple the Arc de Triomphe mob. Literally, there have to be the most amazing performances from these teams now remaining in the tournament to topple the Arc de Triomphe mob, because they are dancing down the Champs-Élysées to the World Cup finals. And then they're dancing all the way to the final. And they haven't stopped dancing, and they haven't looked pressured. They don't look really like they've got a worry in the world. It's just taking care of business match to match, what they've done. But like I say, coming to the final 2 games, the semi-final, I feel they hit peak, and then they are in peak form for the final, and they look fresh. They don't look fatigued. A lot of other teams are not in their frame, skill, physical, or fitness-wise. The weak link to France is the goalkeeping, in my opinion. So you've literally got to get some long balls, big crosses into the box, away from the penalty spot for people to muscle between those defenders. If you don't attack France, you're going home. And they're going to move on. I've said it too many times. I sound like an echo chamber. But that's exactly what I see. Into the chat to slow this down and close this down. But Kevin says, I've got to repeat it one more time. The scary thing is, it doesn't look like France have even got out of second gear, and it doesn't. Columbia 20 says, Morocco had to close space on Kylian and Usman, and they didn't. Blaze says, exactly what I'm saying. The only reason why Morocco didn't get absolutely embarrassed is because France, honestly, were not really trying. They had no urgency, so they played sloppy in attack. Jamie the Rooster, Moroccan engineers will give Paris a check over tonight. I'm glad they will, Jamie. I'm so glad they will. And I'll tell you what, dude, you're absolutely genial with your shit. Absolutely genial. Your sarcasm is fantastic. Literally. It is. And that is real comedy, my friend. That is real comedy, what you bring. Good old-fashioned comedy. And I endorse it. I do. It's funny as, some of it. It's funny as, mate. So, Jamie the Rooster, don't ever stop being a little Jamie. A little rooster. Don't ever stop. Columbia 20. And it is good stuff. It is good stuff. I'm going to read it again. Moroccan engineers will give Paris a check over tonight. I think you've got a few of those engineers in the UK, don't you? If I'm not wrong. And aren't they good on inflatables? Something about inflatables. They arrive by inflatables. I think they're arriving right now, aren't they? Columbia 20, and always remember that the Italian football team always plays in second gear in big tournaments, and they manage to get through the knockout rounds. Great point, Columbia 20, but you know the one thing they had? Better defending than Morocco. Catenaccio, calcio. Yeah, catenaccio. The Italian way, yeah? So you could say, Cosa Nostra. This thing of ours. While the footballing was a Cosa Nostra with the Italian teams back in the day, because their defending was magic, dirty, nasty. They'd kick you to bits. They would not let you pass, and the word go on Monopoly didn't exist. They stopped you dead. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Kevin Baggs, haha, Italy have been sat in the park for the last 10 years. I know. It's crazy, isn't it, eh? 10 years they've been in the football waste ground. Sorry, 12 now, 12. 3 World Cups they haven't made it to. It's quite amazing when you think about it. I mean, they're just giving everybody a chance to catch up with how many World Cups they've won, yeah? I mean, what is it, 4? Yeah, 4. Everybody can start catching up. England, how many we won, Kev? 1. Started in 1930. We won our first after 36 years with World Cup football, yeah? 36 years later, after the World Cup started, we win one. That's 96 years ago. And it's been 60 years. 60 years. 60 years I've been hanging here. 60 years, you lucky bastard. So quote a little bit of Monty Python. But 60 years we've been hanging on. 60 years. And still nothing. Makes you wonder. And again, that performance the other night against Mexico, best I've ever seen from England in years. To me, that was worth watching the finals for, from an England point of view, for England fans to actually see England what they could do when they pulled their fingers out. Just saying. Cup of tea. Italian football is too corrupt. Well, name me one country where it's not. You know, they have had their issues. Yeah, I remember when Juve got banned down to the 3rd tier and they had to come back up. Serie C, then Serie B, then Serie A. Yes. It's happened to a few clubs, but it's happened all over the world. And what really does define corruption? Listen, you could say overspending from clubs to try and get out of a division, yeah, to have an uneven or an unfair advantage on the clubs that don't have that money. That's also a way of corruption, isn't it, eh? Look at Leicester City. They got shelved 6 points last year. It should have been 18. And it helped to get them relegated. They're now in League One. Yeah, I said Leicester City, that team that once won the Premier League. Yep. 10 years later, gonzo. Tell you. Columbia 20, match fixing is a problem within Italian football all over the world. And if you go to the Middle East, sorry, not the Middle East, if you go to the Far East, not the Middle East, if you go to the Far East, match fixing and betting is a way of life out there. They live and die for the betting in the Far East, I'm telling you. Jamie the Rooster, we've got more surgeons than engineers. Luckily, we're bringing in some more every day. You're so lucky. Yeah. Hey, by the way, make sure you give them free boarding and lodging, and give them a phone as well if you want. Buy them new clothes as well. Don't forget to dress them up sweet and smart, yeah? Make them feel part of the family. Okay, well done, son. Columbia 20, look what happened to Germany. The police raid in the German FA. Oh, yeah. Look what happened to FIFA. The police raid in FIFA's building. Did everybody forget about that years ago? It seems it's all just a dusty trail from nowhere to now. Yes, it's always happened. Always happened. In Singapore, match fixing is big. That's what I'm saying. Don't ever highlight match fixing to one country, because, guys, it really is not. It really is not. It's all over the world. People will have been tapped up, is the phrase. Players, coaches, whoever, they get tapped up by gambling rings. They'll find out who you are, and some of the people that got tapped up are guys that gamble, players, coaches, whatever, people within the game, within football, the industry, who gamble and then get a big dent in their gambling because they lose heavy. Well, you got to pay that debt off. Then a match fixer, the gambling circuit, the gambling ring, they come to you and say, okay, Bob, you owe us 50 grand and we need that now. And the person in particular, the player or the coach or whoever, says, well, I can give you 30,000, but I don't have the rest right now. Well, we need it now. Okay, well, if you don't give us the money, I'm going to break your legs. Let's get real here. They get offer them money or violence. One of the two. It's not nice boy stuff. It's criminal. So at the end of the day, someone who gets into the gambling, who falls south, i.e. loses big, can be literally approached by these groups. And then once in a while, one of these guys won't have the money to pay straight away. And yes, they'll say, okay, what do you want me to do? They'll say, listen, all we need you to do is help this result go this way. And they do. And it's been done. And not just in soccer, not just in football, in many sports. But if you gamble, you lose, you get into them circuits, you mix with the wrong people, you're opening up a whole can of worms on your ass for what they'll approach you to do. And it's like a cartel, it's like a mafia, and it's been going on longer than you and I have been on the planet. Seriously. Columbia 20 says, I say Spain will get through against Belgium. There's a good chance they will. Belgium's got to bring a big game, a massive game. That's the game we're going to next, is the Belgium-Spain. But guys, I'm going to shut it down right now. And don't forget, shut it down in about a minute or so. Don't forget, we're going to do the live show. It's going to be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday or Saturday. Monday will always be there. Wednesday could turn into a pre-game or a live match. Friday could turn into Saturday, or Friday could stay Friday with an extended then on Saturday from the same what we're talking on Friday night will be the game we cover on Saturday or on Sunday. So we're going to start doing more live shows. So I'm going to put up a schedule on the front screen. So moving forward after the quarterfinals, there will always be 3 shows a week. We're going to go live. We'll be talking multiple subjects. Europe, South America, North America, international football, social media stuff, all kinds of topics, but it will be in there. And also the chat will be open as well. So the live show's coming very soon. I'm going to design new banners for the live show. So give me some time on that, because the creative needs a little bit of time to spark which way I want the colours to go and what the show's actually going to be called. Ultimate Soccer Show is obviously what it's going to be called. But it's going to be 3-day weeks. Ultimate Soccer Show Monday, Wednesday, and then Friday or Saturday. So now, as you know, I'm going to repeat that a few times as we move through. But that's what I'm saying. So do me a favour. Join me again tomorrow. Spain taking on Belgium. My money's on Spain. That's what I'm saying. You might think the same and you might make money. What I'm thinking. Wherever the good odds are, go and see where the goods are. And if you are a gambler with a gambling problem, I'm telling you now, don't gamble. Gamble with yourself. Don't gamble if you can't afford to gamble. Don't gamble if you're too heavily into it. So it's just for fun, right? It's $20 here, it's $20 there, it's £10 here, it's £10 there. It's 50 Deutschmarks, 60 francs, 1,000,000 pesos, or whatever you want to do, but keep it real. Keep it real, because it's not there to destroy your life. It's there to just add a little bit of fun for the game. And that's what I do. I add a little bit of fun for the game. But don't ruin your lives with betting. And I have had a lot of betting companies approach me to work for them. And I'm not kidding you. And recently too, emails come in regular for me to start setting predictions and bettings and stuff. I only work for me. I don't work for anybody else. The only show I do is this. And the only family I'm connected to in football is this family. So I'm not going to ruin what we got. Quickly going to say the last word on the chat, and then we will be coming back next with España taking on Belgium, Belgique, if you're French ways. But yes, have a great night, everybody. We are through. Everything's good. On the day, I have to say, Les Bleus, France are going through. Who's going to join them? Who's going to dance? Who's going to dance out of the building and go home while France is moving on? Gotta say, Spain look like candidates to go into that semi-final. Will they? Will they? I tell you. Finally into the chat to shut down as you are having the last message. Columbia 20, that's the problem in the US with today's youth is gambling. It is. That's why I say be careful with it. Kevin Babs, always gamble responsibly, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don't make it your life. Jamie the Rooster says, don't throw your money down the drain. The government need it. Big point. Great one, Jamie. Well done, son. And great points, everybody. Seriously, seriously, I love sarcasm. And I think some of the sarcasm in here at times and some of the knowledge in here at times, it's why I'm here. It's top draw. So keep bringing it. And keep being real. Because this is a real channel. And it's done like it's done, as you've seen and as you feel and how you like. And it's not TV. And I don't get makeup on, because when they used to spray me when I was doing TV radio, I'm like, man, does my skin ever look good? Woohoo! I don't normally think like that because I never get sprayed up. So no TV, no smoke and mirrors here, no makeup, no standing 50 feet away from someone. Dystopian shit. I'm not standing in front of a massive screen. I don't need it. We're having fun like boys in the bar, in the pub, in a cafe having a coffee with your friends, yeah? Call it what you want, but it's normality. And isn't it nice to be in a normal zone? Tomorrow, Spain, Belgium. Get in here. Get in here. Kevin Babs laughing his arse off is the last comment. And everybody in today, you rocked it again. Love the comments. Love the sarcasm. Throw me to your mates and get your mates in here with you. Seriously, get your mates in here. They'll love it. And England's getting close to a game here too, you English fans. So get me all your England mates in here. And let them overload and join this family. Because I tell you what, if things happen, there might be reasons to cheer loud. Just saying that. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Have a great night. Be safe. Be good to each other. Get back here. Spain is coming for Belgium, and they want France next.